Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And I've had a lot of individuals email me, text me, also mentioned some comments about my drive taking our car back to the border. That's what this video is all about. It's all about why, in fact, did we do that? So, the number one reason. You are a temporal, your visa, for 4 years. Once you become a permanente, you can no longer drive a foreign-plated car. So the benefit of being a temporal means that you can have a car that you already own, you can drive it down and drive it here for 4 years. And there's not a problem with that. Now, what I would say to you is there are folks that are willing to offer things that are illegal about having a car and driving your car, your foreign-plated car, after you're permanente. So just basically throw the rules all out the window. But I just could not see that being something that I was going to do. So let me share with you what the options are when in fact that case. So when you cross the border coming down from the States, you've got to have something called a TIP. It's a temporary import permit. It is basically your vehicle's visa to be legally in Mexico. You have to have that. That is in your name. So what I had to do was take the car back up to the border. Now let's see here. I messed that up. Okay, so what are the options? Option A is you can take your foreign-plated car, you can drive it back up to the border. While you're still in Mexico, you would cancel your TIP. In other words, when you cancel it, your car is no longer legal in Mexico, but because you're at your border, you're going to go across the border, and now the car is legally out of Mexico. So what I did with our car was I ran a Craigslist ad the week or so before I was driving up, went up and met with some folks, and they bought the car. It was a great deal because I knew I needed to sell it. So that's option A. Now, how about for option B? Option B would be to have your car nationalized so it is now legally a Mexican-plated vehicle. Now, I've got a good friend of mine here that actually offers the service of legalizing someone's car legally. He's from the States, and there's several parts to it. And for one, your car's got to qualify age-wise because there's an age criteria in regards to how old it could be, what the brand of the car, what the VIN number is. There's things that actually come all into that. But by submitting the correct paperwork is what he helps you do. He then takes your car to the border, either himself or he has one of his workers do it with him. Takes it to the border, cancels the TIP, crosses the border, and then comes back into Mexico. You've got new plates on there, and these are Mexican plates. So your car is legally now nationalized in Mexico. So there are, as I said, there are some things that go into play. I'm going to leave Tim Welch's number in my description, so you'll have an opportunity of being able to reach out to him directly and speak to him about that. Now, when it comes to nationalizing it, it's right around $5,000. So, but some people, what they do is they come down with newer cars, and it makes sense to invest the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 because their car's a more expensive car, and they want to keep it. So those are things that you have to actually look at and say, well, is this the way that I would rather do it? Go on plan B and nationalize in the vehicle. The other part of that, the other service that Tim actually offers is he has got a relationship with CarMax that is in San Antonio, Texas. So he reaches out to them, gives them all the information about your car. They give an offer. So Tim actually would take the car up to the border, cross the border, take it to, and cancel the tip, take it to San Antonio, Texas, and actually sells it. Once he sells it, you actually have a check cut within 48 hours. So there are folks that even do that option, that actually have him pick the car up, take it to CarMax, and have it sold. And that is a direction that I know there's been quite a few different individuals that have taken him up on that. And it's a great service, and I say everything is done above board and everything is legal. Now, why did I actually have to take our car back up to the border, cancel the tip, and then cross into Mexico? The reason is because our VIN on the car actually started with a J. So that's where problems come in. If you actually have a car, for the most part, that's an import, whether it's a Toyota, whether it's a Mazda, whether it's a Honda, if your VIN number starts with a letter, that car cannot legally be sold or registered in Mexico. So I only had one choice, and that was I had to take it to the border. Now, I know that one person was able to do it for $1,400, and I thought, wow, I'd like to get $3,000 for the car. Had somebody here willing to pay $3,000 for it, but I'll share with you in just a moment why that didn't happen. And I had somebody else willing to buy it for $2,000. Both dual citizenship. So to make the car, to take care of the car legally, it had to go back to the border. So the gentleman that I actually followed was driving back to Virginia. And that is the reason why I followed him up to the border. Had to go to immigration and have my passport stamped. And then I had to go and cancel the temporary import permit that's on the car. The temporary import permit is just what it says, temporary. It follows your visa. Once your visa becomes and you're approved to be a permanente, which means you're now going into your 5th year, it has to be out of the country. So I was short $1,400 to have somebody else drive it, and then there was someone else that was willing to do it for like $1,900. And I'm thinking, so my friend John actually let me know that he was going to go at a certain time, and I made the decision to go ahead and follow him up. Took the car up to the border, went through immigration, canceled the Bannercito, and then went across the border. I ran a Craigslist ad, and I sold the car in Laredo, Texas. Now, I want to share with you some things that was shared with me that I can't tell you how tempting they were to do. You know, when you just don't have money, $1,400 can be a lot to have somebody drive it up there. So I decided to drive it up myself. So I had one person tell me, well, what you ought to do, actually I had two people tell me this. One person said, this is what the Canadians do. They take the car up to the border. They take their car to Guadalajara. They leave the keys inside and then report it stolen. I have a stronger moral compass than that. I just couldn't do that. Someone else said that just sell it to somebody here at Lake Chapala. Here's the challenge. If I was just to sell it to somebody and never take it past the border, my name is still on the car. If somebody else takes that car and is in an accident and kills somebody, they're coming to you. They're coming to the car owner. I definitely didn't want to have that happen. Then I had somebody else say to me, "Well, just drive it around, and if you get stopped, just pay the bribe." And that just didn't really work for me either, because they could actually take your car, and that car is going to stay in Mexico, and you won't be able to get across the border and get your name taken out of it. That is why I tell folks that I come across it, "Well, you know what? We had an accident in our car and it was total." Your name is still on the tip. You've got to legally make sure that your car, it's proven that your car is actually total, and that in fact, you have to get that tip canceled. So I had another gentleman that lives here. He's dual citizenship. He wanted to buy it. I mean, he's bugged us for like 3 years. Good guy, really a good guy. Has become a good friend. And dual citizenship. So I had 2 guys tell me, "Well, just drive up there with him in the car, cross the border, and sell it to him." Here's the problem. He's Mexican. He can't get a tip for the car because he's Mexican. Which means if he was to drive it down here, he would be driving a car illegally. And I didn't want to do that. That wasn't the right answer. And I let him know that I in no way wanted to have him, get into trouble with the car by any means. So I think I'd made the best decision in just driving it up myself, going across the border, doing everything I needed to do, and then sold it. And then a gentleman that actually followed me up there, so there was 4 of us actually. One couple was taking their car because they bought a new car here. They were taking what they had along with a trailer, and they took it to CarMax in San Antonio and sold it. And the gentleman behind me, he actually had to go back to the border. One of our subscribers had to go back to the border and actually get his tourist visa renewed. So he had to cancel it. He had to cancel the tip. He had to renew the tip once we came back into Mexico. So I rode back down with him. Mid-70s. I wasn't a flyback, but I didn't feel right about him driving back down here by himself. So that's what I did. I think I did the right thing, all in all. Friend, I hope that's been helpful for you. I hope that if you're looking at bringing your car down, just know in advance. We didn't know that. We knew, like, in our 4th year being here, that what we had to do. I was told some different things. I was told from an immigration attorney, not the immigration attorney I normally utilize. This was somebody else's immigration attorney. Told us that they were actually allowing now for VINs to have letters and they could be sold. And it's not the case. It's not the case. So, like I've told folks, you just got to be really careful about where you're getting your information from. So, I hope it's been helpful. I hope the fact that you can feel my moral compass, that I want to do things that are right. I in no way want to do anything that would hurt the Mexican people. We know so many people down here. It's crazy. More people than we ever had in the States, friends-wise. So thank you for supporting this channel, being a part of this community. I'm going to ask you, if it was valuable to you, give us a thumbs up. It lets other people know that watch this video. That's an important video to watch for them. It'll be good content for them to see. Subscribe if you like what you saw. And you can hit the bell and be immediately notified when another video comes out. So as always, thank you again. Have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video.